What is going on out there, peeps? All right, every now and then I'll come across some news about the Zimbabwe currency. A lot of people ask me about that. I don't report a lot on the Zim Dollar just because there's not a lot to really talk about. I'm going to get into that here in just a moment. You guys know May the 1st is coming up. It's coming up quickly. A couple days away. And already we're seeing people rush over. I told you the week before and the week after this silver squeeze wave 2 happens, you're going to see a lot of people moving over into precious metals right away. They're already starting to pick them up. People are starting to buy them ahead of time. I mean, either way, it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't have to be on the very same day, as long as you're just taking metals off the market. But, again, if you're thinking about buying precious metals, do give a consideration to our friends over at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description. If you're a first-time buyer here in the United States or Puerto Rico, and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and get a free half ounce of silver. You guys know I have Pimpy's Investment Chat over here on Facebook. Same name as the YouTube channel. Over here, they talk about gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. So come on over here and join us. It's free to do so. I encourage you guys to come and join us. And for those who are not aware, I started a Facebook group, a separate one, because I'm trying to separate them from the Pimpy's Investment Chat. I do have a second one called HempWorks, works for you. So anyway, it's called HempWorks, Testimonies and Workout Blog. So people are we're going to start doing a little routine. I encourage you to come join us. So we're going to take our daily regimen of HempWorks products and then start doing our little workout. And let's do some before and after pictures. I want to encourage everybody to come join us. Let's start promoting and then actively implementing a healthier lifestyle. Okay, so back to the Zim note. Here's the problem with Zim dollars. I personally do not own Zim dollars. All right. I did not one but two videos showing you that there was some type of revaluation that took place in like 2019 with the older Zim dollars. I did articles about it. I did videos about it. I showed where the what the exchange rate was, and then how they moved from the old dollars into the new dollars. All right, I don't know a whole lot about the Zimbabwe currency. But the weird thing is, every time we start to count the Zim dollars out, we'll hear some news about it. And I'm not talking about regular news. I'm talking on the back end. We'll hear some news about it that makes us go, what? Really? What the heck? Like, we can't believe it's still being talked about. So I don't want to encourage or discourage people from owning Zim notes. It's like anything else. If you got some, just throw them to the side there and just wait and we'll see what happens. But the problem with Africa is this. It's like many of these other countries. Africa, like Iraq, these are extremely rich nations. They have a ton of resources. As rich as these nations are, the governments are so corrupt and the people are poor. Every time a new leader gets in there, they make all kinds of promises, but the corruption, I'm sure people go in there with good intentions, but once you start realizing how easy it is to rip your own country off, I'm sure they just get seduced by having so much money and so much power. It never trickles down to the people. People live in squalor. People live poor. It's unfortunate. There's no reason. There's a lot of these countries that are like that. Once these dictators get into power, they don't care about the people. And so, therefore, it will have an effect on the currency. So the bank fines and suspensions weighed by Zimbabwe for currency gouging. Zimbabwe is considering penalizing domestic banks, telecommunications operators, and other businesses over what the government describes as profiting off the hard currency it makes available at auctions. Well, if you make currencies available at auctions, you know, once people buy it, they're going to do whatever they want with the currency. Lenders could face fines and suspensions, while companies that charge a premium for foreign exchange may be banned from participating in auctions. This comes from the central bank governor, Mengade, said on a phone interview. Says all the malpractices will be targeted. There's no need to chase foreign currencies as if it will run out. So here it is. It's the country's going to crack down on auctions, just like we see happening over in Iraq. They're cracking down on people buying their currency and then selling it like the way a lot of us buy it off these exchanges, and we pay a premium for it. So here's the other problem too. The inflation is just ridiculous. You can see this. So the president had previously issued warnings to private companies he blames for undermining his efforts to turn around an economy plagued by annual inflation of 241% and foreign currency shortages. So when it comes to the Zimbabwe dollar, or the Zim notes, or the bank notes, or the promissory notes, all whatever, the bonds, whatever the hell you want to call them, again, it just boils down to the same thing. You have these rich nations that have more than the ability to rebound economically. And they have so many resources. But the corruption is so thick at so many levels. You see what Al-Qadimi had to go through for the Iraqi dinar. It wasn't just getting a new leader in there. I mean, he had to remove 2,000 senior officials, update all the computer software just so they can monitor, fire corrupt people, investigate people. How it's been almost a year. And Al-Qadimi is barely getting crack-a-lacking on. I mean, not just barely getting crack-a-lacking, but, barely starting to see any kind of fruits of his labor. Iraq is a rich nation. Africa is a rich nation. But as long as this corruption continues, nothing is going to get accomplished. Now, having said that, Iraq is way further along, obviously, than Africa when it comes to dealing with corruption and getting their crap together. And then Vietnam is even way further along than Iraq. So when people say, Pimpy, do you think this is possible? Will we see an RI or an RV? Yeah, anything is possible, but you really have to look at all the things that affect what's going on with these currencies. It isn't just a wave a wand, come out and say, ta-da, hey, we're going to RV and RI. No. You're not listening to me. You're listening to other people's bullshit. Okay? I told you there's a lot of factors involved. And just like Iraq, Vietnam, those two are in the same boat in the sense that, well, I don't know. I mean, we know Vietnam has now been on 3 times, 4 times a currency manipulation list. And what did I say? Once the old Biden administration got in there, nothing would happen to them. And sure enough, he took them off the currency manipulation list. And there's no penalties for doing what they do. So there's no incentive for them to stop manipulating their currency. Iraq, on the other hand, is really doing a lot to try to rebuild their country. And by doing so, you will see the currency slowly but surely strengthen. Eventually, over time, they are going to have to do something about these larger bill notes. The United States had them. We used to have it when our inflation shot up. We used to have $1,000 notes. I don't know why you guys, most people are too young to remember that. How, we had $1,000 bills because inflation was too high. Eventually, what happens is we just remove them out of circulation. So we already heard Iraq say when it comes to the $50,000 and $25,000 dinars, that eventually they're going to take them out of public and they would just be used for bank transactions only. All right, so we're going to keep an eye on that. So Zimbabwe, I mean, again, I see articles like this all the time. People can say, Pimpy, you never talk about the Zim note. it's just, there's really not a lot to say. Just the country is very, very corrupt. Now, this president that's there, I mean, once again, here we go. I hear good stuff, but actions speak louder than words. At least with keeping an eye on Iraq, we're able to see the progress. We're able to see things move in positive directions for the most part. Although I don't like a lot of the news that I'm hearing on the down under. Now, Biden said he was going to do what? Remove the rest of the troops out of Iraq. But before he did that, he was going to send more troops over there to protect the troops that are withdrawn. Does that make any sense to anybody? Eventually, the numbers got to dwindle down. So why are you sending more troops to oversee the extraction of other troops? Yeah, that don't make no sense. Something's happening. Something big's happening. Everything's pointing towards the month of July. Like I said, there's reasons to believe that cryptocurrencies is a window of opportunity, and I think that window is now. All the way up through July. Or until July, I should say. So you guys, there you go. When it comes to Zimbabwe, I will leave this article, a copy of the article down below, so you can come just check it out for yourself. Again, now they're dealing with people out there who are taking advantage of the auctions, just like what happens in Iraq. And these companies get these notes, and then they sell them for a premium, and they're trying to stop that, because by doing that, it really does affect the currency value. All right? So anyways, there you go. I am talking about Zimbabwe, but there's really just not a lot to talk about it. So let's see right here. Zimbabwe reintroduced its own currency in 2019 after a 10-year hiatus, and has been battling bouts of high inflation and shortages of everything from foreign currency to food. The local unit, which was pegged at parity to the US dollar as recently as February 2019, has plunged to 84 cents per US dollar. So the gap between the official exchange rate and the parallel market has widened by 36%, with the US dollar selling at 115 Zimbabwe dollars. So remember, I told you the Zimbabwe dollars changed. The older notes back in 2019, they did an RV. I remember all of us talking about it. I remember us trying to figure out where to exchange them. Some people knew where to go. Some people did not. So let's look at the Zim dollars. Zim. So 115. So for every $1 US, you got 115 Zimbabwe dollars. So obviously those $100 trillion notes that you got are not the notes that they're talking about. See these ones here? These were the ones that were supposed to have been exchanged in 2019. Again, I did videos on it. Okay? These are supposed to be the new Zim dollars right here. See these? These are the new ones. These came out in 2019. This is bond notes on here. These are the new dollars. So as far as what to do with your older ones, I say this, hold on to them, because you never know. Because it's been where they said, no, we won't use them no more. Yes, we're going to use them again. No, we won't use them no more. I mean, it goes back and forth. But these are the new Zim dollars. So when they say the new dollars, here they are, you can see. The new dollars, it's 115. It isn't 115 trillion. No, it's 115 Zimbabwe dollars for every $1 US. Okay? So that's been going back and forth, back and forth. There's no back and forth. I did videos about this. And no, I have no idea if you're one of these people going, well, what the hell do I do with my own notes? I don't know. The best I can tell you to do is hold on to it, because you never know. Okay? So, but I did remember, I did say it was, I did report it that, the rumor was, as a matter of fact, I did 2 videos, and I showed you a news article from Zimbabwe showing you what the rate was for each year, because there's different series of Zim notes. So that whole program might be done. They gave people an opportunity to get in and exchange it, I think, and that was it. So I reported it. What people did, I don't know. But those older Zim dollars, again, I wouldn't go buy any. If you have them, then just hold on to them. Okay? We'll see what happens. Anyways, that's it for now. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, helps out the channel, and I sure do appreciate it. And I am out.